तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। Vande Gurur Mandalam. Shivoham. Welcome to the series of talks on Shiva Swarodaya. Shiva Swarodaya is an ancient Tantric text in which Lord Shiva, the Adinath, unfolds the secrets of Swar Yog, the practice of which reveals the working of cosmos and its cosmic rhythms that keep pulsating within our body. It is the path that takes one towards highest perfection. Perfection means all-round expression of positivity, benevolence and success that is rooted in wisdom gained through self-recognition. So far we have discussed 60 verses of this text. Therefore, if you are watching this as one of your first video, I request you to watch related videos from the beginning for better understanding. The link to the playlist is provided in the description box for your easy access. Now let's take the next verse, that is 61st verse. Surya Nadi pravahen raudra karmani karyet Sushumnayah pravahen bhakti mukti phalani cha. It means that when the Surya Nadi is active, tough and difficult works should be done. When Sushumna is active, actions related to devotion and liberation should be undertaken. If you recall, I had not covered the entire 60th verse during the previous session. The second line of the verse, that is Chandra Nadi pravahen Saumya Karyani Karyet, which means during the flow of lunar nadi, amiable and tender works should be done. I will explain this part of the previous verse too today. So here Lord Shiva is instructing us about the different types of actions or works that should be done during the flow of the three nadis, that is Ida, Pingala and Sushumana. Although in further verses there are detailed instructions regarding this, but here we are getting to know the underlying principle for the works to be done during the flow of the specific nadis. You may want to ask, what is the need of bothering about the nadis in our works? Well, it has two reasons. One, aligning the quality and attributes of the work with the nadis ensures 100% success. Second, and even more important, is how a work done in wrong nadi flow impacts the overall rhythm of swars. It is said that when one plans his or her works according to the flow of the nadis, one is able to master swar easily. It should be clear by now to you that to plan your day or activities according to the flow of nadis, the rhythm of the flow of your nadis and a cosmic rhythm should be in harmony. If it is not in harmony, your rhythms become disturbed. Then you will never be sure about which nadi will flow at what time. And if you are not sure, how can you plan your activities in advance? During the flow of lunar nadi, that is feminine and cool by nature, one should undertake activities that are not physically demanding. The activities where you need to have patience and a balanced state of mind are good to be done during the flow of lunar nadi. For example, meeting people on higher posts, or your guru, or buying some ornaments or decorative articles, or doing some artistic or soothing activity. During the flow of Surya Nadi, that is masculine and hot by nature, activities that demand physical strength should be performed. The flow of pranic energy increases when Pingala Nadi is active. So it is more conducive to undertake physically demanding works. For example, exercising, running, climbing mountains or controlling animals and all such type of works. During the flow of Sushumana, it is said that one should do activities that lead to emancipation. Interestingly, this verse is given wrong in most of the books. Even a very famous book on Swar Yog, published by a well-established yoga institution, has gotten it wrong. Further, even the wrong meaning is published in their book. Well, the point here is that even books can be wrong. It becomes important to learn the science from a guru who has actually practically experienced Swar Yog sadhana by bringing in completely in the day-to-day life. My Gurudev used to say that in system of Tantra, Guru is the necessary evil. Okay, coming back to the subject, the natural tendency of the mind is calm, stable and poised during positive Sushumana period. So it is considered to be the best to engage in activities like sadhana or just immersing oneself in the contemplation of God. Although one should know that effect of Sushumana is of two types. One in which mind is concentrated and one in which mind is restless and hasty. Well, this is one of the secret of Swar Yog which people are generally not much aware of. This secret is very well revealed in the further verses of Shiva Swarodaya. So keep watching to understand the science in its totality. But for now, know this for sure, that when Sushumana is active, you should not do any of the worldly activities and only engage in sadhana. For the sake of repetition, I will yet again tell you that you can know when your Sushumana is active only if you are in your breath awareness consistently. Further, I do understand that for most people it is not possible to sit for sadhana immediately as soon as you get to know that your Sushumana is active. For dealing with this concern, I teach Hamsa sadhana in my classes and ask the students to engage in this sadhana whenever they notice rising of their Sushumana period, as this sadhana can be done anywhere and it only requires your attention. Beauty of this sadhana is that it can be undertaken immediately without much of preparations. The activities that lead to liberation like Hamsa sadhana, Anushtan, Kriya Yog, Panch Mahabhut Shakti Kriya, Bindu sadhana, Kundalini Yog Jap or Nad Yog, any of these can be done when your Sushumana is active. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.